Wah. It's Wikipedia fact or fiction time. Down with the sickness, the wah noise was inspired by a visit to the Chicago Zoo.
No.
There's like these pictures of like monkeys making crazy noises or whatever.
Who the fuck comes up with this shit? I swear to God.
At the age of 15, you started a fire in your home to scare your sister, but you accidentally burnt the house down.
I was 14, and I only burnt a great portion of the house down. It was a fucking inferno. And it was right in front of the gas heater. And I started screaming, fire, fire, fire. And I ran to the kitchen and fucking pots and pans and cranked my best friend thought I was kidding. I ran out to the front door, fire! And my little sister rode by her voice. She goes, shut up.
What's the punishment for burning down the house?
Are you ready for this? I got to live on the lam from friend to friend for about a month, so it was awesome.
Your only true companion is your cuttlefish. This is right there. But you lost it for a short period of time?
Yes.
What happened?
Well, I was lulled into a false sense of security by the Charlotte Police Department. They invited me to go back to the station house to do a bunch of confiscated drugs and actually bushwhacked me and cut off my cuttlefish with a laser saw. Tipper Gore was holding it for some time. They made her give it back, though, but I never received my old cuttlefish, but luckily grew a new one, and it's even bigger and more encrusted in herpes than the old one.
By age 15, said you had developed a drug addiction and had overdosed on cocaine twice.
Yeah. I started doing coke when I started smoking weed when I was 12. Started smoking cigarettes when I was 10. I started doing coke and speed when I was about 13. By the time I was 15, I had OD'd twice. I woke up in a dumpster because I was at a party, and I guess I OD'd. And instead of taking me to the hospital, they threw me in a dumpster. So I kind of woke up, and I think because of that, it jostled my system and actually kind of helped me survive. And I woke up, I went back to my house, and shortly after that, we went to visit my grandmother in Des Moines, and I ended up staying and never going back.
The Misfits were arrested in New Orleans on charges of grave robbing while attempting to locate the grave of voodoo practitioner Marie Laveau. You guys bailed yourselves out of jail, skipped your court date, and drove to your next performance in Florida.
True.
All true. Oh my God.
Yeah, my brother Kenny was with us, and he had all the money, and he got away.
Ooh,
so he came and got us, and we spent the night in jail. And when he came to bail us out, he bailed out me, Jerry, and Glenn, and then he looks at Robo dead serious, and he goes, "I'm sorry, I don't have enough money to get you out." The look on his face was the best.
How did he get out?
We had the money. He just.
While in the Army, you were in a group that was jailed for the theft of an infantry rug.
Me and a few guys were doing some robberies on the post. Higher up sergeants were asking us to go obtain things they needed. So we would steal shit for them. And one of the things was a infantry blue rug for this mother's office, which we lifted from the guest house. We found there was a guest house where people would come. We went in there with a box cutter and just cut a big ass square out of the middle of the floor and just lifted the shit. The sergeant that made the lick didn't come pick us up. He bitched out, and we had to throw it in a cab to get the out of there, and the cab guy ratted us out. Next thing I got woke up by CID. Once that went from CID, they threw us in jail, a minimum security jail on Fort Benning. And yeah, I mean, you can't leave me in a loose lockup. I'm out.
It said during your youth, your parents worked at a carnival, but they chose to leave after a riot broke out and tents were set on fire.
Yeah, that's totally true. I mean, what That was all my mom's side of the family. They were all in that business. They still are, actually. So I think someone had just gotten ripped off for a lot of money on the gambling tents, and they came back and they lit the tents on fire, and everything went up in flames. And it turned into this big riot. But you know, all the carnies, the guns start coming out. And you start hearing gunshots. It was super. It was not. You know, it was super violent and crazy. And I think that was when my parents were like, you know what, we might be able to find something better to be doing here.
Yeah, maybe.
Because me and my brother were like, in the middle of this craziness. Where is everybody? Things are on fire and people like beating the crap out of each other.
Oh my God.
But I do remember going back to school, and this is so funny. Like, and you have the first day, like, what did you do this summer? And I had the best summer story for like 3rd grade, so that was always cool.
I made a video of myself peeing.
Peeing? Oh. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's blood.
Pure.
That is blood. Oh my God, dude. All right. Yum.
Catheters suck.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, especially if you start getting in a happy mood. You have to start thinking of really bad things, because once you start growing around that thing, and then when he pulls it out, it's like this is gonna hurt. Shoot! A couple of weeks of just peeing out sloughed parts of your internal body.
Wikipedia says the members of Dethklok are incompetent at almost everything not relating to their profession.
I'd have to say whoever wrote that, go fuck yourself, because I can do other stuff too. Like, I do stuff that's not related to my profession I'm good at. Like, taking a dump.
Holy Wars was inspired by a riot in 1988 during a show in Ireland where Catholics and Protestants began fighting each other in the crowd. And because of this, Megadeth completed the rest of the Ireland shows in a bulletproof bus.
Not true.
No, okay.
Parts of it are true. But I said, give Ireland back to the Irish.
Okay, yeah.
Anarchy and Antrim.
Okay.
Right? I said, this one's for the cause, anarchy and Antrim. Again,
so the
thinking,
cause...
not knowing that was the IRA. David Ellison and I are eating breakfast and he won't talk to me, and I'm like, what gives, you know? Because I mean, on this tour I'd already peed in a suitcase once and stuff like this, and that was a tragic accident. I couldn't find the light switch in the dark and I was full. But, so I just thought he was mad again, you know. I was expecting him to say, you peed my suitcase again or something terrible. And he goes, you don't remember what happened last night? I was like, no, I don't. He goes, we were escorted out of North Ireland back to Dublin in a bulletproof bus because of what you said. So that's the real story.
Now see, what are they gonna say now? All kinds of shit.
It's gonna be worse.
Why did Phil make out with that guy?